Thank you for joining us today for this historic moment. I would like to welcome to NAFCU Export-Import Bank President and Chairman of the Board, Kimberly Reed, who I've known for many years since our days on Capitol Hill. And I just want to say this about Kimberly. I've known her for almost 2 decades, and not only is Washington, D.C. a tough place to operate and to work in, Kimberly has really not only just broken the glass ceiling, but shattered it. And watching her and her leadership, I've been extremely proud of her. So welcome to NAFCU. We really appreciate it. We very much appreciate the work you've been doing at EXIM Bank, and we're thrilled to announce NAFCU's partnership with EXIM. Today we will sign a 2-year Memorandum of Understanding, or MOU, to commemorate our collaboration going forward. NAFCU hopes to educate credit unions about the wonderful export financing products and services available to them and the small businesses in their communities, including EXIM's Working Capital Guarantee Program. Small businesses across America have been particularly hard hit by the COVID-19 pandemic. And through this partnership and this MOU with EXIM, NAFCU hopes to alleviate some of that burden by raising awareness of available services and access to all-important capital to help businesses bounce back. We hope to arm credit unions with knowledge of EXIM's business loan programs. The guaranteed portion, this is very important, the guaranteed portion of which are exempt from the member business lending cap, so that they may assist businesses in their local communities to strengthen ties with export partners and hopefully create more jobs for hardworking Americans during this very difficult time. Starting today, we will be embarking on several education and training opportunities for credit unions with business members engaged in export trade to expand participation in these important programs. NAFCU is encouraged by your leadership, Madam Chair, as well as the leadership of the NCUA Board, which executed a similar agreement last month. We are very optimistic that these strategic collaborative arrangements can foster growth, stability, and prosperity for the credit union industry and the entire economy. Today's MOU signing marks an important step for the credit union industry, and we hope to build on this momentum to facilitate even more opportunities for credit unions to help provide financing for our nation's small businesses. NAFCU looks forward to continuing to work with you and your team at EXIM. And again, thanks for your leadership and strong support of the credit union industry. Welcome.
Thank you, Dan, President and CEO of this wonderful association. As Dan mentioned, I've known you for 20 years.
Yes.
We first met when I was a staffer on the Ways and Means Committee, and we focused on important issues. And then when I was at the Treasury Department and headed the Community Development Financial Institutions Fund, I remember when you came in and waved the great NAFCU flag with us.
Thank you.
And it's an honor to be here 20 years later to do something that's never happened before. And Dan, I would say it's that foundation that you built for your members that resulted in what we're about to do here today. And even when I was a nominee to head EXIM back on October 11th, 2017, I came here and visited with you to say when I would become confirmed by the Senate, if that would happen, I wanted to make sure that credit union members had the same opportunity that financial institution bank members have to make a difference for our country and our economy. And your leadership has been so tremendous, and I'm so delighted to be here today. Of course, we're in the middle of COVID, and we're social distancing, but Dan, I just want to give you a virtual big hug and say thank you to you and your many, many, many members. Dan and I have a great relationship, and in these challenging times, we want to pool our resources to help reopen the economy and bring back jobs safely. And I know President Trump wants to see that happen in such a strong way for our country. NAFCU and the Export-Import Bank of the United States are about to join together in an effort that will increase the number of credit unions offering working capital loan guarantees and other EXIM products, and thereby give greater access to lending opportunities for businesses across the nation that export great, high-quality, made-in-the-USA goods and services to that global marketplace. There's such great opportunity for business success in our country outside of our borders, and we want to help our American businesses do that. This Memorandum of Understanding we're about to sign is the result of a number of discussions between Dan and myself and a lot of hard work by NAFCU and our EXIM staff. Dan, again, thank you for your leadership and your passionate efforts on behalf of NAFCU's members. I also want to thank Luke Lindbergh and the others at EXIM whose efforts made this possible. Federally insured credit unions are an important part of the United States financial structure, with more than 5,000 institutions with a total membership reaching 120.4 million members during the fourth quarter of 2019, and total assets of $1.57 trillion and outstanding loans of $64 billion. As the document we are both about to sign states, credit unions, with their not-for-profit mission-based focus, are positioned to fill gaps of capital for businesses, especially women-owned, minority-owned, and veteran-owned businesses. Those things are a priority for me and for EXIM. Credit unions will benefit as their risk is reduced on small business loans and from increasing the financing and for increasing financing resources available to their small business members. Ultimately, this will strengthen and create employment opportunities for small businesses and their export relationships. Let me describe what the Export-Import Bank of the United States does. We've been around for 86 years, and we fill gaps in private export finance in order to bolster U.S. job growth. We provide trade financing solutions such as export credit insurance, working capital guarantees, and guarantees of commercial loans to foreign buyers to empower exporters of U.S. goods and services. Just this last fiscal year, in FY 2019, EXIM authorized $8.2 billion in financing in support of an estimated $9 billion in U.S. export sales. Nearly $2.3 billion of that was for small business authorizations. One of the important benefits of credit unions, especially today as we work to reopen our economy in the aftermath of COVID-19, is your great ability to support small business. Credit unions have already done much, but could do even more by providing your small business exporters with working capital loans guaranteed through EXIM. These loans offer great opportunities, including that they are exempt, as Dan mentioned, from the credit union member business cap of 12.25%. Here are some of the things EXIM will be undertaking through this new partnership. We will begin to utilize NAFCU's webinars to offer training to NAFCU member credit unions. We will answer NAFCU member credit unions' questions in periodic conference calls, and we will provide speakers to take part in NAFCU's workshops to discuss EXIM financing and other business topics. And we will review EXIM programs to determine how more credit unions can participate. On June 9th, as Dan mentioned, I signed a previous Memorandum of Understanding with National Credit Union Administration Chairman Rodney Hook. The NCUA, as you know, is the federal government agency that oversees credit unions, and I'm glad our two agencies are now working together. Today's signing is still another way to promote EXIM's export financing products among credit unions and all of its members. Dan, thank you for taking this step for me. We've talked about it now for 2.5 years, and I'm so delighted. Thank you again, and now we are going to sign this wonderful Memorandum of Understanding
Terrific.
to keep America
Thank you, Madam Chair.
strong.
Thank you.
Thank you. There we go. I'm just going to give you the last page.
I will do the same.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thumbs up.
Thank you so much, Dex, and thank you for your
Thank
leadership,
you.
Madam Chair.
Thank
Really
you.
appreciate it.
Thank
NAFCU's very much appreciative of your leadership. Thank you very
Wonderful.
much.
Thank you.